When you look at a housing estate, or you look at a grand mansion, or just a basic shelter, everything has to start with some plan. Some architect or some has drawn up the plans. There's some form of blueprint, or it's some survivalist in the wood, in a forest, in the mountains somewhere, who has lots of experience of building shelters. And to a degree, that mountain survivalist realizes every shelter they build is a temporary structure to get them through the night, to keep the cold out, keep the rain off. So they just have somewhere warm and dry. But it's temporary. Even if they're there for a few days, they know the longer they want to stay outdoors, the more permanent the structure needs to become. And you can view life like that. Stop trying to build a house by starting with the roof. You've got to lay down foundations and lay the first bricks. You build from the ground up. You don't up and then try and come down. Okay? And anything you're doing in life has to have solid foundations. The stronger you want your environment to be, the more permanent you want that structure to be, the stronger the foundations have to be to lay the bricks that you need to go on top of those foundations. And your habits, routines and rituals are like bricks. They're the cement, they're the mortar, they're the foundations. And they hold up the roof and keep everything inside safe. And there is a skill, but that skill is just habits, routines and rituals. What you do when you get up every day. How you live your life every day. The way you talk to yourself, the mental thinking. What is it you're telling yourself every day about? I can do this, I can get it done, I am able, I am competent. Because we sometimes trip ourselves up because we don't know the answers in advance. So we don't do anything. There's no reason to live a life like that. You don't have to know everything in advance. You can just start by building your foundations. Start laying bricks. And you will see how you're building yourself. And once you get a pattern, a routine, a ritual, you will see a structure of how you can build yourself every day. The blueprint becomes evident. And before you know it, instead of taking hours to create a blueprint for the first time, you can draw a complex set of plans or blueprints freehand in 5 minutes. And was like, oh wow, how do you know how to do that? Because you've done it 100 times and you've discovered all the pitfalls and where all the problems are, and you know how to navigate them with ease. The thing that's stopping you right now is your lack of belief, because you think you don't have the answers. And you can't have the answers because you don't know what the question is yet. You don't know what the problem is yet. You don't know what the obstacle is yet. That's down the road. What you have to understand is that you can take a step on the journey. You can walk down the path. You're not racing anybody, no matter how impatient you feel. You're not in a race. That impatience is the unknown. Will it work out? That impatience, that frustration that you feel stagnant, that you feel stuck in a rut, that comes from not taking action. And the reason you're procrastinating and not taking that action is because you're worried about an outcome. You don't know what the outcome is yet. You have an idea right up here in your head, a projection of what you think you want in your life. But you have to take steps towards it for that to become a reality. And the closer you get to that reality, the more you will know what you want and don't want. So just take the steps. Just make the move. Your life is beginning every day. It's not ending. And you don't build a house overnight unless it's a very temporary structure. And if you want anything permanent, it has to start with good foundations. Habits, routines, and your rituals. Start now and start today.